Hi guys, Autumn here today to do my weekly wrap up for January weeks 1 and 2. So I read 8 books in the last 2 weeks. This is also my Better Books 18.0 wrap up. So yeah, let's get started. I read mostly physical books. I have 3 Kindle books and then 5 physical books to show you. I actually have ordered a physical book of one of the Kindle books that should come tomorrow, but I don't have it tonight, so yeah. The first book I read was a reread, and that is Faithful by Kelly Elliott. This is book 3 in the Wanted series. This is Josh and Heather's book. This is my favorite book in the series. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. You also get Heather and Josh's point of view, but you also get Ari and Jeff's, and then Gunnar and Ellie, and some, I think maybe even Brad and Amanda point of view too. But this one's a little sad because Josh gets in a car accident and then he loses his memory, so he doesn't know who Heather is through a portion of this book. So yes, 5 out of 5 stars. Really do enjoy this book. Then the next one I read was #Swag by Cambria Herbert. This is book 3 in the Gear Shark series. This is Joey's and Loheaven's book, Chase. It's book. This follows race car driving, and Joey is a pro race car driver, and she then crosses over to the NRN, I think it is, or something, new division driving with Trent and Drew and Loheaven, Jace. And this book has some very hard topics. There is some bullying and hazing, and a sexual attempt, and so just beware. But I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Really did enjoy it, and Cambria Herbert is one of my favorite authors, so I pretty much enjoy everything I read by her. So then I read Everything I Left Unsaid by M. O'Keefe. This is book 1 in the Everything I Left Unsaid series. This follows Annie and Dylan. Annie is running away from her abusive husband, and she moves into a trailer park, and the first day she gets there, there is a cell phone left there, and Dylan is on the phone, and they talk, and they get to film. They're forming a friendship throughout this book. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Did enjoy it. This book follows Annie trying to find out who she is without her abusive husband, and just finding who she is in her own skin. So yes, I did like this book. Then I read another Kindle book, but I'm just going to show you the 5 physical books I read and then go on to the Kindle. The next one I read was Ricky Move by Serena Bowen. This is book 1 in the Brooklyn Bruiser series. This is a hockey romance second chance book. This follows Georgie, who is the PR for the Brooklyn Bruisers, and Leo, who is a rookie who just got traded to the Brooklyn Bruisers, and he gets there, and I'm sorry that that moving this is changing the lighting, so sorry about that. And Leo just got drafted to the Brooklyn Bruisers, and he finds out that his ex-girlfriend's father is the coach, and he's mad. The coach is mad about him. And during a press conference, he says something about Georgia being the love of his life, and just moving on from that, there is some hard topics. Georgia was raped in high school when she was in high school, so they do talk about that, and they how they dealt with that, how Leo and Georgia dealt with that, and so just beware, there is talk about that. I gave this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Can't wait to continue on with the series and read some more by Serena Bowen. This was my first book by her, so. And the last physical book I read was All They Wanted by Kelly Elliott. This is book 7 in the Wanted series. This is a little novella that came out on January 11th. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This follows Gunnar, Ellie, Josh, Heather, Jeff, and Ari, and they go on a camping trip. This takes place a little bit after the Faithful set in the Faithful world, so, or a little before. It's set during that time. So yeah, I laughed a lot in this book. It was very good. 5 out of 5 stars. These are all the physical books I read. Woo, hold on. There you go. All the physical books I read. Now onto the Kindle books. The first one I read was One Careful Owner by J. Harvey Benrick, I think is how you say it. This came out on the 2nd of January. This follows, Alex, who doesn't really talk. He stutters. Alex has had a hard life. His brother died. And then he got Stan, which was his brother's dog, and Stan was an ex-fighting dog that his brother found in Afghanistan, and when his brother died, Alex got Stan, and he was married. He found his wife cheated on him with his best friend, and then he moves to a small town after that, and he meets Dawn and Katie, who is Dawn's daughter. And Dawn is the veterinarian, one of the vets in this small town, and she takes care of Stan. This is a standalone. This is a beautifully written story. You will cry, because I've cried quite a few times, and the little blurb says this is a heartbreaking story or something. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. Really did enjoy it. Then I read #Blur by Cambria Herbert, and this is the book I have. Should get the physical copy tomorrow, but that is book 4. This is the 4th and final book in the Gear Shark series. This follows Arrow, who is Jace's brother, and Harper, who is a manager for the NASCAR racing side. This is a male-male romance, and this book broke my heart. They're both Harper and Arrow had traumatic pasts. Arrow knew he was gay for the longest time, and he told his dad, and his dad disowned him. And on one of the nights that he just came from seeing his dad, he was attacked and raped by a few people. So he's just broken. He closed himself off into the world. He hid. And then Harper, he lost his first boyfriend in a accident, and that just wore with him. And then they meet, and they help each other get past their broken past, and it's just a very beautifully written story. I highly recommend this. Anything by Camaria Herbert. She's one of my favorite authors, so yes. 5 out of 5. And the last book I read was the Summer Games Settling the Score by R.S. Gray. This is book 1 in the Summer Games. This follows Andy, who is going to Rio for the Olympic Games. She is a soccer player, and there she meets Freddie, who is a British swimmer. And I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. Really did enjoy the aspect of being in Rio and following the Olympic game. There was some drama and funny times. I did enjoy this and can't wait to continue on with this series. Yeah. Now to the next book, two books. The 2 books I'm currently reading. The first one is The Truth About Him by Em O'Keefe. This is book 2 in the Everything I Left Unsaid series. This picks up right where Everything I Left Unsaid stopped. And this is Annie and Dylan's second book. So I'm only 60 pages in, so haven't started that much. And then Underneath It All by Danielle Taylor. This is book 1 in the Country Heart series. I'm only on like the 3rd chapter, so yeah. Those are all the books I've read in the past 2 weeks. If you want a full review on any of these books, just let me know and I'd be more than happy to. Yeah, so those are all the books I read, and sorry this is like a 13 and a half video, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.